let's work out. So this is just going to be an outline for you guys. I'm going to give it to you, and then you can go through it as I describe. You need a set of medium dumbbells, okay? We're going to start off your warm-up with just a light jog. After your jog, we're going to do, in our warm-ups, I usually try to do everything about 8 times. We go through it once, really. So we have some swings this way, 8. We're going to swing this way. You want to keep that leg nice and light. Think about the weight of the leg kind of keeping the momentum of the swing going. You don't want to try to force it. We're just trying to get some movement in the hips in both directions there. And we're going to take it into a jog again. And this time we're going to swoop down for the heel. Keep that knee straight. Arms come down and all the way up overhead. And then we're going to swoop down again with the opposite leg down and all the way up. So just alternating there, 8 on each leg. From there, we're going to go into our hip hurdle. So circle that knee all the way back and around as far as we can without too much opening in that hip. And then we're going to bring that leg to the side. And we're going to alternate. So here, all the way back and around, and then to the side. Getting into that stretch so you feel it on the inner thigh. As you step into that side lunge, you're really committing your weight onto that leg. Make sure that your hips go back so you're not driving the knee forward. Commit to the heel and the hips, okay? 8 on each leg there. From there, we're not going to switch it up too much. We're going to keep working on that side-to-side movement here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now from here, we're going to turn, hands come on the inside of that foot. You need to drop that back knee down for support. You can go ahead, otherwise you're here. Elbow on that front leg. Hand down, rotate up. I want you to do that 3 times. So this one, we're going to do lots of counts of 3. Turn it back to the front, come up, bring that foot in. 1, 2, 3. Other side. Elbow, 1, 2, 3. Turn it back to the front. Come in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Turn again. And I want you to end up doing that 3 times on each side. So that's just a bunch of 3s. Okay. From there, we're going to go into our bird dogs. Okay. So nice and strong. Right here, belly button pulled in tight, back is flat. From here, keeping the shoulders flat, the hips flat, meaning I don't want to see any rocking up or twisting, right? Core is really engaged. 8 on each side. I keep hitting the wall. 8 on each side here, okay? From there, we're going to go 2 hops and then a shuffle back 8 times. 1, 2, and then shuffle. Watch my feet come close, right? Here in my hops, I'm trying to keep my feet about shoulder width apart. When I shuffle, I slide my feet together and apart. So you have 8 going in one direction, and then we're going to go 8 on the other direction. If you're not going to leave the ground in a hop, you can stay down into a march right here with a little pulsing in your squat. Okay? Here. That's an alternative to jumping. That is your warm-up. It's done. 3 rounds. 3 rounds of this little beast here. We're going to go cardio and a full body core movement. Okay? We're just going to go back and forth here. This is where we're going to need our 2 dumbbells. So the first one is going to be a burpee with a push-up and then a swing. So we're here. Feet hop or step back. You have 1 push-up. Then we're going to hop or step the feet back in. Come up. Snap the hips. So we're not arching the back. Dumbbells come forward. You do not have to jump. Okay. So your push-up also can be from the knees up. Shoulders are always over the hands. In this position, like I throw the dumbbells back first. My back is not rounded. My hips are not up. My chest is actually above the hips. Snap, and now you're tall. These are really light. It shouldn't be that easy for you to hold your weights out there. We're doing 10. We're going to go 10 of all of this, okay? 10 of each. Reverse lunges. At the same time, you have your bicep curl. And yes, I want you to count 10 on each leg. That will be 20 bicep curls. That's why we're going medium. We're not really going too heavy. Okay, so now your reverse lunge. Torso staying nice and tall. Elbows staying back by your sides, please. Okay, make sure you get a nice bend in those knees. Reverse lunge, bicep curl, same time, 10 each leg. From there, you've got mountain climbers in a 3 count. So we go shoulders directly over your hands. 1, 2, 3. Pause, really tighten up on your abs. 1, 2, 3. Tighten. 1, 2, 3. Tighten. That pause is a chance for you to really engage your abs. Then we're going to stand up. You're here. And we're going to count our presses. So we're going to come down into your squat, slide that foot in. It's just going to tap, press. That's 1. Down and 2, 3. Chest is forward, hips are back. 4. As you press overhead, pull the belly button in. 5. 10 presses, okay? 5 on each side. From there, we're coming back down into our plank. This time we're going to come to the elbows, and we're going to go to a jumping jack. If you do your jacks 1 foot at a time, that's how you can do them here. Or if you do your jacks jumping, you're going to do that. We've got 10 jacks. After that, we're going to go into a wide stance. We're going to do a series of kind of hinging and squats. Wide stance here, I want you to make sure you're rounding your shoulders back and down, hips are back, coming into your deadlift, row, and up. So make sure you have a little soft bend in the knees, chest is forward, so we're not looking down at the ground, shoulders rounding forward in our row. Horizontal movement back, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then all the way up. 10 there. And then from that position, 10, keep your feet right there, 10 pulses with your squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. That was 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, that's 2. When you're coming up, I want you to imagine how you're trying to turn out from that kneecap and get that all the way up into that band in that hip. 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Toes down, heels down, feet flat to the floor. 10 there. Then from there, start with your feet together. We're going to jump out or step out into that squat 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If you're stepping, okay? 10 there. Now is your chance to get some water. Minimize your rest. I want you to be able to kind of catch your breath. And then you're just going to repeat that all over again. 2 more times, okay? 3 rounds total. Hey, maybe after round 2, you're like, this is getting crazy town. What you can do, and actually what I did, because this is a setup I did for a live class, in our 3rd round, I actually cut all the reps in half. So instead of doing 10, you can do 5 of everything in that 3rd round, but really challenge yourself to keep going, right? That's how we progress. Okay, final thing. We're going to go 3 rounds of 4 exercises, and we're going to start at 16 reps, 12 reps, 8 reps. Got it? 16, 12, 8. Okay, so what are we doing? We are, no need for weights, this is all core. And you're done with cardio too, because that first set should have been really cardio heavy. We're going to come into our bridge. Glutes are super tight. I want you to lift one leg, flex all the way in. Okay, so you have 16 on each leg. Out. So when your leg is out, you're going to straighten that knee all the way. Notice how I'm really flexed nice and strong through my foot. Glutes are tight. Maybe a little pressure down and through those elbows. Okay? 16 on each leg. Oops. And then we're here. Curl your back in. That should feel actually really good. Give yourself a second. Hands behind the head. Legs up. Push the lower back into the mat. Pull the belly button in. And you're going to drop each leg 16 times. There's 2, 2, 3, 3. If you need to, if it gets hard, drop the head. Do not shove your hands under your lower back, but if you want to put them around your glutes, feel free. If your back starts to arch, don't drop the leg as far. Okay? 16 each leg. Then we're seated. Hands are back behind you to support you. Just make sure we're not crunching the shoulders up. Pull the shoulders down. Roll to the back sides of the sits bones, out and in. 1. Every time you come in, I want you to feel like you're doing a crunch. Okay? 16 here. Then, and I want you to challenge your speed on this last one. Right here. Belly button, pelvic floor, up and in, okay, with this. So we're rotating and crunching down. So it's a rotation and a little forward bend, right? 16 each side, 12 each side, or 12 total, and 8 as your finisher, and you're done. It should take you less than an hour, like maybe 45 minutes or so, depending on how long you rest, okay? If you do this, let me know, because I actually had a lot of fun teaching it today. We were all dripping in sweat. It was a good time. I used 10-pound dumbbells in class, okay? All right, guys, see you next time. Thanks.